Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this. Before we get the video started though, I need to talk to you about today's sponsor, Aura. And it's actually really important for me to be talking about them right now, because hackers may have stolen every American's social security number. Over 2.9 billion records were stolen from national public data. And if you don't know what that is, they basically offer personal information to employers, private investigators, staffing agencies, and companies that are doing background checks. And all these stolen records include, obviously, a person's name, address, date of birth, social security numbers, phone numbers, along with any alternate or nicknames that you probably use. And reportedly, members of this hacker group have released all of this information online completely for free. If you weren't taking any precautions with any of your personal information online before, well, this should be your wake-up call. We've actually never been more vulnerable than we are today, but you wouldn't be worried if you use a service like Aura. Aura alerts me if they find my phone number, email, or social security on the dark web, and they let you know pretty fast if anybody tries to use this information to access your credit or your bank accounts. They give me up to $5 million in identity theft insurance if the worst was to happen. They also provide a bunch of other features on the same app to keep you safe while you're online. You can go to my link in the description down below at aura.com/Ahuevo to start your 14-day free trial. And that should be plenty of time for Aura to find out if any of your information has been exposed. I highly recommend you do this now, because not only is national public data not going to do anything to help you out, but they probably won't even face any real consequences for this leak. I'm not letting myself or my family vulnerable to any of these breaches, and neither should you. So you should go to aura.com/Ahuevo to try 2 weeks for free. Thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video, and again, you can get this deal by clicking the link in the description down below.
These bees sit in a class, but what they learn is surprising. After being collected from their hive, these little workers are placed in a fridge. This cools them down, making them easier to handle. Once they're calm, they get fitted with tiny harnesses. Yes, bees in harnesses. Then, the real lesson begins. The bees are exposed to the smell of explosives. But here's the trick. In the last 3 seconds, they're given a sweet water treat. It's like rewarding them with candy every time they smell something dangerous. After just 4 rounds of this, the bees that stick out their tongues are officially trained to recognize that explosive scent. Now, they're ready for the field. The bees are placed inside a special device with little cartridges, each housing 1 bee. A sensor or camera keeps a close watch on them. When the bees detect the explosive smell in the air, they extend their tongues, a clear sign they've picked up the scent they were trained for. The device gathers air samples, and for 6 seconds the bees sniff away. If all the bees stick out their tongues, it's a big red flag that explosives are present. The best part? After a few days of sniffing out explosives, the bees are sent back to their hive, safe and sound.
Doesn't this sound a little bit like forced labor, basically? Something about this don't feel right. I'm assuming they're gonna use them like police dogs to sniff out things, but how would you get them to cooperate in a real-life situation?
Scientists are now trying to refreeze the ocean, and our lives may depend on it. A team of researchers from the United Kingdom have just finished up trials trying to do exactly this in the Canadian Arctic. And it's all because they're trying to stop a potentially catastrophic incident called a blue ocean event. Essentially, that's when there is no ice in the Arctic during the summer. And experts are now predicting that this blue ocean event could occur as soon as the 2030s, which would make it the first one in 2 million years. Man, our generation is really going to be left with a fun planet. You see, sea ice acts as like a giant reflective shield for the planet. So when that ice disappears, the dark ocean will absorb all of that extra heat. And instead of cooling the planet, the Arctic will start to heat up even faster, like turning up the thermostat. Scientists believe that this would mess up weather patterns around the world. More heat wave, crazier storms, don't tell Florida, and even random cold snaps in strange places. Plus, melting sea ice could speed up the thawing of permafrost and all the organisms frozen inside. But don't worry, the scientists working on refreezing the ocean say that it is not geoengineering, aka weather manipulation. They state that rather they are in the field of geomimicry, saying we do not spread chemicals or create anything that nature hasn't created before. So the question is, who's ready for the 2030s?
Okay, I'm kind of scared now. This is like right around the corner. What if freezing it over makes everything worse? What if that causes like the whole planet to freeze? I so hope they know what they're doing, because I don't think manipulating things is gonna help.
Fun fact. Pizza Hut is the only company to ever deliver a pizza to outer space. In 2001, Pizza Hut loaded a 6-inch salami pizza onto a Russian rocket ship used to restock the International Space Station, where it was received by Russian astronaut Yuri Yusakov. All the American astronauts were not allowed to eat the pizza because NASA has a strict no ads on spaceships policy, so Yuri had the pizza all to himself. It said Pizza Hut paid the Russian Space Agency $1 million to have the pizza delivered, as well as video footage of Yuri wearing a Pizza Hut hat while he ate the pizza, a thumbs-up photo of Yuri with the pizza, and the Pizza Hut logo painted on the delivery rocket. There was a bit of forward thinking in the marketing stunt though, with Pizza Hut's chief marketing officer, Randy Geer, saying, "If space tourism is going to be a reality, Pizza Hut pizza will make the trip even better. And wherever there is life, there will be Pizza Hut pizza."
I'm 100% for this. Bro wanted a pizza and they delivered, literally. If I was the American astronauts, I would have been so mad. They would have had to fire me because I would have destroyed that pizza. Jesus. Golly, man, those dogs are so unsettling. I really don't get why people like these. That's a stare you will never forget. If eyes could scream, this is what they would look like. Nice. Even the rats out here eating good. This is actually just the footage of the chef collecting his ingredients. Florida man live streams from the inside of his house while on a kayak.
But at least I'm not electrocuting myself anymore. We have we got the chlorine going, you know, so try to disinfect some of this nastiness. That's good. Florida things. Florida man doing Florida things. By the way, please visit hornblasters.com. I'm located here in Tampa, Florida. Bro, get out. What are you doing? Yeah, I got the chlorine going, so it's good. We don't take anything serious. We're Florida, man. What am I going to do? I just checked the weather in between my lives, and it looks like at 2 a.m. the water might start going down. But in the meantime, it's going up. The foundation of the house, like all this water is bubbling underneath the foundation. So that's not good. I think that's like how sinkholes happen. The water is smashing up against the window. When I open it, it gets really choppy in here. It's still coming in through the garage. I'm getting annihilated by mosquitoes already. But, you know, go live on TikTok, you know, oh damn, my light's out there floating around. Whoopsie.
Yeah, we really don't take anything serious. This is what life has become. I'm glad he's taking it well.
We're behind the range and we're like back in the middle of nowhere, and there's like lights and up here and the trees, like what the hell? Alright, be quiet. We're going up here. We're going to check it out. Dude, this is the trippiest footage.
What? Bro found the Diddy compound. Maybe. Oh, okay. So it's like a rave, like a music festival. Okay, that explains that. That was pretty bizarre. Okay, cool. I thought they had found the second Bohemian Grove for a sec.
Holy shit. Yo! What the
Did he run over them?
No, he just run over my rope and started pulling me. What the He's pulling me off the building. Damn. Dude, I just started getting pulled out. Damn.
Because they're so high up. Nerves of steel right there. I could never. My hands would be constantly sweating and I would just be dropping things left and right. Not that I want you to be put out of the job, but how is this not automated already? This looks so scary, dude. Motivation is nothing compared to discipline. Wow. That's not gambling right there. This man has a strategy. Where do y'all think real billionaires come from? Okay. All jokes aside though, this is pretty sad. Somebody needs to take this guy home. I don't think he realizes he has a problem. I swear every homeless guy in every movie has this superpower. I guess it's true. Got a whole army at his disposal. I'm kind of jealous.
Where are they now? The man who appeared on My Strange Addiction for being in an intimate relationship with his car. This is 27-year-old Nathaniel, and in 2012, he appeared on the show My Strange Addiction for being in love with his car that he named Chase. Nathaniel claimed it was love at first sight when he bought it 4 years prior, and that him and the car have been in love ever since then. He would take the car out on dates, eat meals with it, and get intimate with it. People like Nathaniel's father said it was one of the weirdest things they have ever heard, and asked him questions about how an intimate relationship works between a car and a human. Nathaniel stated that because he spent a lot of time alone as a child, he found a love for cars at a young age, and slowly started to become more serious about his love for vehicles over time. No updates on Nathaniel were known until a follow-up episode was made for Nathaniel in 2023, where he shared that Chase was no longer involved in his life, as a few years ago the car got into a crash that he claimed he still struggles with talking about since it meant so much to him. But that didn't stop Nathaniel's love for cars. He then revealed his new SUV that he is now in love with to this day.
That's low-key sad. He started doing that because he was lonely. He didn't get attention from his parents when he was young, and yet his dad was still judging him. I see nothing wrong here. This man loves his car. Y'all see a weirdo, I see a healthy hobby. Yo, that's an indoor cat right there. Bro was literally like, wait, hold on. That's how I get, man. When I sneeze, it's never just once. It just keeps going and going and going. It keeps on rolling, bro. That's pretty epic. That's the coolest Predator cosplay I've seen, including the alien head on the front of the bike. That's freaking dope. Dang, where are people getting these? Yo, why is he barking to the beat? Bro's got some skills. He knows that song word for word.
An 81-year-old man in Montana who's been charged with federal felony wildlife crimes for cloning a giant foreign sheep here in the U.S. for hunting purposes. Let me try to explain this. So this 81-year-old man, his name is Arthur Schubarth. Oh. He imported sperm, tissue, and testicles from a Marco Polo sheep, the largest in the world, and then successfully took that material and made a full living sheep out of it. Then he crossbred that sheep with a Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep and created a hybrid sheep that he called the Montana Mountain King. And the plan was to sell those, which he actually did, to people who wanted to stock preserves exclusively for hunting. The authorities were not fans of this move, and they've given him a 6-month sentence. The judge said this is to deter anyone from, quote, changing the genetic makeup of the creatures on this earth.
How is this illegal? Isn't that technically just crossbreeding? What is every domesticated dog in the US then? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Almost everything we eat has been genetically modified. So what's the problem here? Set my boy Arthur Schubarth free.
Celebrities thank Beyonce at award shows so Beyonce will spare their life. So this all goes back to before many of y'all were born, starting with this girl named Aaliyah. Now, Aaliyah was a pretty famous artist that was competing with Beyonce around the time Beyonce started to get famous. Now, sadly for Aaliyah, she passed pretty early on, before she actually got to hit like the peak of her career. Now, this is sad for us, but Aaliyah passing was very good for Beyonce, as if Aaliyah hadn't passed, Beyonce might not be known as like Beyonce now. Fast forward to 2013, J. Cole makes a song called She Knows, which mentions Aaliyah's passing. It also mentioned other people like Michael Jackson's passing. Now, nobody really thought anything about this song until all of the Diddy stuff started coming out, and that is when people started connecting the dots. You see, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy are actually pretty close pals that go way back. Now, since all this came out, there have been theories thrown around that Diddy may have been involved in Michael Jackson's passing. People also think that he may have had a hand in Aaliyah's passing. And there's some pretty hard evidence that Diddy has had a hand in some other pretty famous celebrities passing. Now, because of this, many celebrities seem to almost fear Beyonce. Like, you've all probably seen different speeches during the Grammys or VMAs or something. For no reason, celebrities are always bringing up Beyonce and like thanking her when she has nothing to do with anything. Like during one of the Grammys, Adele literally broke her award because she beat Beyonce. Now, if all of these theories are true, it kind of rewrites history. Like, if y'all remember back in 2009, when Kanye rushed the stage after Taylor Swift won Video of the Year and said Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. Looking back at it now, people think that Kanye may have actually been trying to save Taylor because Taylor beat Beyonce and she was kind of an outsider at the time. So there was almost no way Taylor was going to thank Beyonce or even probably mention her for beating her. So the theory goes that Kanye stepped in to make sure that Beyonce didn't like see Taylor as a threat, which is absolutely wild to think of. If this is true, Kanye was actually doing Taylor a massive favor. Now, as of right now, all of this is a theory and loosely connected based on Beyonce's very, very strong connection to Diddy. But regardless of if Beyonce is actually out here ending other celebrities based on jealousy or whatever, there definitely are some skeletons in her closet because of that connection to Diddy. Like, there is no way that her and Jay-Z were that close to this man and had no idea what was going on.
This one's definitely a little out there though. It's a stretch, but I can see how we're connecting the dots here. We're saying that these celebrities have Clinton level of power. I could see it, but definitely feels like a stretch. Bro, what? Huh? That's the most 4K Bigfoot video I have ever seen. I think we finally found Bigfoot. It turns out he was chilling under a tree. My life is complete. This is probably a costume, but I'm just saying, what if it's not? What if this is a real thing? He's been avoiding us forever. I just caught my parrot discussing his escape through my window with my cat. The way he looked at the window, dude. It's like the bird was like, don't be too obvious.
Oh my goodness.
Holy
What?
Look at it all come out!
Oh my goodness.
Holy Look at it all come out!
Yo, my dude's more concerned about the water than the alligator that's sitting in his living room.
Look at it all!
That might not be real. It's not moving. Dude. Will insurance cover that? Do you have alligator insurance? Oh, jeez. Oh my god, that looks painful, dude. What? What is this condition called? Oh man, the comments are turned off. Why are the comments turned off? I mean, I'm assuming he's okay. It looks like he can do it on command, right?
A DoorDash driver has been banned from the food delivery company after a viral video caught him spitting at a customer's drink order in Whitby. The video submitted to Now Toronto shows a driver spitting in a booster juice drink just before delivering it on the customer's doorstep. Right after, the customer confronted the driver after seeing the entire act on his camera.
This is for my son, my 2-year-old son. Why would you spin my drink?
Right at the front door.
The customer, George Boucher, told Now Toronto he even tipped the driver 18% before the incident happened and that he had no prior interaction with the driver. DoorDash Canada told Now Toronto the behavior is completely unacceptable. After the incident, online reports surfaced claiming the driver worked for Uber Eats too. The delivery service told Now Toronto it is aware of the reports and is taking appropriate action. For more on the story, head to nowtoronto.com. But first, let us know in the comments, what would you do in this situation?
Tell me why this idiot, though, waited till he was at their front door, though. Like, dude, everybody has security cameras. This is exactly why I don't do delivery, or I don't really like complaining about my food. The immediate backtrack. That dog was like, oh, wait a minute. Something's off about you. You know he was on his way to sniff his butt. They don't trust it. They don't trust it. I don't trust it.
What's up, homie? Whoa! Here you go, homie. Bro. Hey, what the f, dude? Nah, dude. Hey, you want a modelo, dog? Nah, I'm cool, bro. Dude, chill with me, homie. No, I'm not gonna chill with you, dude. You want to? It's actually, homie. Nah, bro. Hey, where's all the at, homie? Aren't you supposed to be like eating little kids or something? Homie, that's disgusting, dog. I eat tacos, homie. What the f? So do you like live down here or? Yeah, it's because it's expensive up there, doggy. Oh, would they call you Clowny? Hey, they call me Joker, homie.
Bro has better morals than Diddy. Times are hard, man. Even Pennywise is out here struggling.
Bro, I'm staging my client's house. Why would this be my client's refrigerator in the garage? What the f? What the f?
Who is your client? Is this some type of witchcraft? What is happening here? I'm doing an estate sale at my client's mother's vacation home. I opened the garage fridge to see Diddy. That's really weird. They seem to know some things.
This happened about a year and a half ago, and I actually have a video that I could show you guys. If it wasn't for this video, it's one of those things where if I didn't have a video, I would have just brushed it off like, oh, my mind's playing tricks on me, right? It was one of those days where I had a cancellation. I was at the shop, and this woman comes into the shop. She walks in. I could tell she was emotional, and she was going through something. So she starts telling me her best friend had recently passed away, and she wanted to get a tattoo in his memory. He had passed away 2 days prior. So I set up, I do this tattoo for her, and I'm just cleaning up my station. And she had been gone for about 30 minutes now. I'm just cleaning, prepping. So as I'm cleaning, I turn around, and what I see with my own eyes is, I swear to you, I saw this doll dance, like a robotic type movement. It was very fluid, like almost like an animation.
It doesn't move at all, right? Like there's no button where it starts dancing or anything?
No, there's no button, there's no wiring.
You didn't even trip out.
Honestly, I was nervous. I actually went home and my wife saged me. I called my mom. And my mom is very, she reads like cartas and stuff, you know. Okay. So my mom believes in all this. So my mom was actually very worried for me. So my mom prayed for me. So I was actually really shook. So I think even like the after effects of that feeling made it seem more real, you know. So I did feel scared, and I'm not the type to really get scared, but that really, it left an impression.
Bro was shook. Did he keep the doll? It's always the low quality, very basic thing happening that gets me. I feel like I believe this video, but at the same time, I don't think that would have freaked me out. That's the type of thing that you kind of just brush off. Sometimes things move.
So this is our property in southern Colorado, and I was filming this crazy cloud that was off in the distance, and when I panned over to my wife, all of a sudden an actual UFO, UAP flew over us, and I was able to slow it down and catch each frame. Check this out.
That reminds me of that movie. Nope. That's a good movie. There might be something to it. I don't know, man. The way, yeah, the way that zooms by. That one looks pretty legit.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on in Austin, Texas right now. A lot of the locals there who believe what they're watching is a serial killer on the streets. Somebody who is roaming the city undetected, and it all ties back to Lady Bird Lake and all of the bodies that continue to appear in that lake under very strange circumstances. So they think that this is connected to the nightlife on Rainy Street. The thought being that a lot of young men, while they're out at bars, are getting profiled at these bars. The suspicion is that their drinks are getting and then they are wandering off on foot. Now, pathway-wise, they eventually make their way to Lady Bird Lake, but somebody is following these men. The suspicion being that they are in the lake and then the bodies are recovered. However, there is somebody who is suspected to be a survivor of an alleged attack. So what he remembered was that he was definitely while he was out at a bar and then was on foot. While on foot, he was then crossing a bridge near Lady Bird Lake where he was pushed off by someone. Whoever that mysterious figure was who did push him off of the bridge, it's an unknown. And I would say the bigger question is, why are the Austin PD not investigating this?
Yeah, this one's weird, man. I've been looking into this and they're straight up not investigating it. They're saying that all of these are accidental, which is bizarre because it keeps happening. And I think people have even asked for security cam footage, and apparently there's no cameras in that area. That's sus, right? Tell me that's not sus.
This convenience store looks normal until you look down and see the insane products that they sell, such as tattooed chicken, and then minutes later you end up in this crazy room alone. It's called a Mega Mart in Las Vegas, and all these wild items can actually be purchased. The cashiers and prices shown are all real, but these items aren't the craziest part of the store. Even though they sell things such as 96-hour energy, who told you this was butter, this bottle of Blitz, and a selection of these juices,
Vape
the
juice.
wildest part of the store is when you walk over here and start to see that the products begin to glitch. This leads you to the refrigerator area. Most of the refrigerators have your standard drinks. However, this one door, which looks to be selling drinks, is actually a secret door. When you enter, you walk through this corridor, and suddenly you're in this insane space. There's so much going on in here that it's super easy to get lost, and you pass by interactive machines such as this one. You make your way through a maze of insane visuals. It seems to end at this locker, but if you open it up, there's a handle in one of them, which takes you down this hall, where you enter into this room, where it's lights and a camera projecting you onto the walls.
I could use me a 96-hour energy drink. That'd be nice. What's this called? Omega Mart. Las Vegas. Well guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.